Hey guys, what's up? Mr. PCBR23 here today, and today in front of me I have the Corsair 900D, which is going to be my new project. This is still going to be ongoing to my other project. I will drop a link for my build log at overclock.net down in the description. So basically my plans for this case is to be fully loaded. I have a 480 rad on the left, a 360 on the right, a 360 in the front, a 480 at the top, a 120 in the back, and I'm going to try my hardest to fit 240 right here. Right now the case is completely gutted. There usually is a hard drive cage here, a hard drive cage here, a hard drive cage here, and a little plate going across. And yeah, there's also a side panel, obviously, sorry for walking from the camera, which I can go and put on. I got the decals already laid on there, which I printed last night, and I believe those came out pretty good. Give me a like if you think those decals came out good. So, with that being said, grab that back off, put that down there. So the things I've already started doing to the case is sleeving. This is paracord, and that is a random cable that I just kicked. So these are fan extensions. I have like 50 more extensions to sleeve for my fan controllers. So as you can see, the sleeving came out nice. I don't know if my camera picked that up or not. Most likely not. But it is really tight weaved, and it is relatively cheaper than regular PET sleeving or MDPC or something like that, and it's almost the same result. This is heat shrink that was bought off Amazon. You get a 100-foot roll for like $15, and it holds relatively good. I'll show you the roll here. I barely used any. Well, put it this way, I pretty much already sleeved my whole power supply and stuff, and I still have maybe 60 feet plus left. And this was my second one. I got two of them because I wasn't sure, but now it looks like I got enough to go around for a long time. And then the paracord cord is sewed in 50 feet each. Comes like this. I think it's like $9 a piece. Really good stuff, like I said, tight weave, nice and soft. Adds a really different look to your computer because it is like, I wouldn't say it's a gloss finish, but it has a lot more shinier finish than a sleeve, and it likes the camera better. It doesn't like my camera because my camera doesn't have autofocus. So, excuse me, my camera doesn't have autofocus. So, with that being said, if I went like this, probably wouldn't catch any of that, even if I held down a focus button. Yeah, nothing. So, fan extensions are sleeved, some of them. Got a lot more to do. Front panel connectors are sleeved really nicely. And I also have two 30 centimeter Bitphoenix LED strips at the top. There's one here and one on this side, which adds really nice amount of light. So when I build my shroud at the bottom, which will be made out of stainless steel, got a nice glowing effect off that, and it should look absolutely amazing. So the hardware for this computer is a Corsair VZ Asus, an 8350 8-core, which is overclocked at 5 gigahertz right now at 1.54 volts, and I have 16 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance RAM 78724. I have four 7950s, overclocked at 1125 and 1425 at stock voltages. They are volt unlocked, so I can bring them further. I do not have my water blocks for them yet. I have a 1300 watts Roswell PSU. And for the water cooling, I already discussed my radiators. I'll be using Primo Chill's new rigid tubing and their fittings for it. And I'll be adding a motherboard water block along with my Supremacy CPU block and EK blocks on my cards, and also a RAM block if I get RAM that I can overclock extremely well. Corsair Vengeance does not overclock worth a damn, like at all. And if you guys want to see what my cards look like, I have one sitting up here because it doesn't fit in my current case. This is a Power Color 7950, and this card is a beast. Very good card. I will do a review on this card, and I'll put that up there for a second. This card is from PCI bracket to end of a shroud, about 10.5 inches, and is all in all a very good card. The cooler could be a little bit better, but for $300 and something for $79.50, I mean, you can use the extra $100 towards an Arctic cooler or anything else that you saved from just buying this card. I'm sorry I'm walking in front of the camera a lot. I have nowhere else to go. So with that being said, put this card out of my way. For the 900D, I've done some mods to it already to support my, forgot to say, I have a 1080 rad, which is three 360mm rads from Fovea put together. That goes on the outside of the case. If I flip this around, this is the front, by the way. I don't know if you guys can get the whole front or not. Fingerprints all over the place. So basically what I have to do is I have to drill 4 holes here, and they have sleeves so it stands away from the computer side panel about this much, and I run the tubes through the back, or I can run them through the top. But see, I can't drill holes in the top of this case because my 480 rad pretty much takes up the whole top, and Corsair didn't leave you any room around that radiator to add a fill port or anything. This is a really nice case, but it has some flaws, and if I do an overview of the case, which I don't know if I will or not, let me know what you guys think, if I should or not. Drop a comment in the section if you want me to do a review of the 900D. So they didn't give you any room at the top to drill holes for anything. Everything is just not there. So if you take this panel off, as soon as I get it off, you can see my sleeved cables, and they didn't come out bad at all. I did not go all the way to the top because, I mean, really is all I had to do was the ends, but I went further than I should have. But I mean, I'm not gonna like go all the way up because I don't know, I just didn't feel the need to. You guys can say I'm lazy or whatever, but I mean, in the end, who's gonna see up here? It's gonna be tucked all the way up here. You won't even see it because I'm putting, when I build the shroud for the bottom, I'm plating the back and this side of a 5.25 base. So you won't see any fan wire extension cables back there for my fan controls. You won't see any wires. You're just going to see stainless steel sparkling with all the hardware in its glory. With that being said, the mod that I was talking about is, you gonna stay? Okay. At the back of the case, at the very, very, very back, I'm gonna move this so I can throw the case T-fold, and I'm gonna walk in front of the camera again. Sorry. I'm gonna come right back here and see what you guys can see. We'll put it back, and I'm gonna zoom in right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's 2 grommets. 2 grommets right there that I drilled today. This has dual PSU mounting options, or natively supports dual PSUs, which you shouldn't be running in the first place. You should only have one. So the one thing that really bugged me is about this case was it did not have any grommets for external water cooling. None at all. And I didn't want to drill into the actual case because maybe in a year or two I'll sell the case and no one's going to want the hole in the middle of like the back here, like right here or something. So what I did was I just used the power supply plate that they give you on the second option for the dual PSU. They leave one open and give you a plate for the other. I just drilled grommets. Now, I know they're crooked. One's lower and like more towards the right than the one on the top, but that's for a reason. For my outgoing line, I want it to be more towards the right, and then my incoming line, so this would be going out and this bottom one would be going in. I want the inner one to be lower because I want to add a drain port without having a whole bunch of extensions and such. I know it wouldn't be much, but I want the tubes parallel like this, so they're going exactly like this or this, however you can see my hands better. So with that being said, comment, rate, subscribe, and like, and you will definitely see more of this case. I'm Mr. PC Bird 23 at the PC Gaming Spot, signing off. Thank you.